I've been in many threesome scenarios, and most of them have worked out, but there have been a few that were quite the disaster. So, we're going to talk about something here that's a little bit titillating, exciting, terrifying, and can also be quite hilarious, and that is communication in a threesome. If you've just started a threesome, you're thinking about a threesome, you're fantasizing about a threesome, you are wondering if you'll ever have a threesome, this is going to be for you as we get into some simple details about how you can be more effective and create a scenario that's not going to fall apart in the first minute. Now, since I've made so many videos about threesomes, you might think of me as some kind of threesome guru, but if you want to play out your fantasy and you want to do something wild, then you might as well do it right. When I talk about a scenario that's right, I mean a scenario where there's not a lot of yelling. I didn't know we were going to do that. I didn't want to do that. There's not some people storming out of the scene, where everyone's feeling comfortable in this scenario and no one's standing up and yelling, "I thought we were soulmates!" So grab your popcorn, grab your sense of humor, and grab a notebook, because we're going to get real deep here and maybe a little ridiculous. So let's start with the obvious. Communication is the ultimate wingman. It's the person in the room that says, maybe you don't want to do it like that, or if you're all comfortable, we could try it like this. Oh, so what does everybody think we should do in this situation? I think we should all have a conversation that is going to be as a group, and we all collaborate. Yes? The person at the party that speaks out and communicates with everybody else. Having a threesome is like playing a Jenga game. If there's one false move or word said, the entire tower could come crashing down. You don't want to be the one that crashes the tower down. Here's the thing, threesomes are complicated. You have three sets of desires, you have three sets of insecurities, and you have three different people having different ideas of what they think this whole thing should play out like. Communication is the glue that holds it together. It's not just about avoiding disaster, it's about making sure that everybody is seen, heard, and maybe a little bit worshipped. Because isn't that what we all really want anyways? Me, partner one, partner two. We're going to talk about boundaries. Now, I know that boundaries doesn't seem like something that would seem sexy to talk about, but let me tell you something. Boundaries are sexy. And why are boundaries sexy? Because it shows that you care about everybody and you care about the comfort of each person. And caring is sexy. So, step number one, have the awkward conversation. Yes, it's going to get awkward. Yes, you will probably blush, but awkwardness is temporary. Regret is forever. So you're going to sit down, the three of you, and you're going to have some conversations asking the big questions. Things like, what is on the table? What is off the table? What do you like? What do you not like? Is kissing allowed? What areas can and cannot be penetrated? Are we allowed to do interpretive dance? Okay, maybe not the last one, but you get what I'm talking about. Creating boundaries with each other is going to help solve all sorts of problems later on. Step number two, safe word. Yes, you have to choose a safe word, and pineapple is not in the vocabulary anymore. Be creative, choose something that's original and that all of you agree upon, like ghost or frozen. Now this is not so original, but this works really well if you can't think of anything else. Green, yellow, red, like the stoplight. When someone calls red, they mean stop. If it's yellow, gone far enough, hold there. Green, go crazy. But you want to have a safe word that all of you agree upon, that makes you all feel comfortable, and that you can stop the action if absolutely necessary. And here's a pro tip. Boundaries are not just about what you don't want, they're also about what you want. So if there's something you've been dreaming about or fantasizing about for a long time, a certain kind of scenario, then speak up. Let everybody know. I would just suggest that you don't start with, I saw something in a movie one time that, Okay, so now let's fast forward. You have your safe word, you have your boundaries set, and now you're in the moment. So this is where the magic sets in, and when I mean magic, I'm talking about the art of the check-in, okay? There's nothing worse than somebody feeling uncomfortable or left out of the scenario. So we want to have a check-in that's going to really work for everybody. Hey, you good? Yeah, I'm good. You good too? Yep, I'm good. So it's like a group project, less stress, but with more nudity. And the thing is to keep it casual. You don't have to go into a whole group therapy session. You could just ask some simple questions like, everyone's okay now? How's everybody feeling? Check in a number of times as you're having your experience together. You always want to make sure that everybody's doing all right and feeling good. Sometimes people can hold back the way that they're feeling, hold back their emotions and not know how to express it. Do the check-in and it creates wonders for an absolutely successful threesome. And here's the deep part. Check-ins aren't just about consent, they're about connection. They show that you're present. They show that you care, that you're paying attention. And isn't that what intimacy is all about anyways? So I want to share something with you now that I've been working on over the past 3-4 months specifically. You know that I've been asking for interviews over a number of my videos, and now the interview process is basically completed, and I've compiled all that information together, and I have created something sensational that's going to help you with this threesome process. So if you're a man who is in a long-term relationship and you would like to explore, but you're having problems getting things moving in that department, then you have to join my Empower, Intimacy, Sexuality, and Masculine Energy Unleashed. It's a program that's just opening up, and I'd love to have you part of it. We're starting February 20th with the first round. We want to get on this as soon as possible. The spaces are limited. It's going to dive into all sorts of details around connecting with your partner intimately, finding ways to talk to her, to get her going in this world of exploration, doing it gracefully, doing it through the authentic masculine energy. First link in the description below, go below, apply as soon as you can. I'd love to see you there. Okay, so now let's talk about the aftermath, the debrief, the what just happened conversation. This is where things can get a little bit tricky because sometimes emotions are weird and they don't actually show up until after the fact. So how do you navigate this whole area without too much drama? Be honest, but be kind. So if something didn't work out for you, you don't want to go into it like, that was the worst time of my life. Maybe instead you say, well, I really enjoyed X, but Y made me feel a little blah, blah, blah. Go in with honesty, not homicide. Step 2 is to celebrate the good stuff. So, wow, I really loved it when this happened. When you did that, I felt amazing. Give positive feedback. You want to make everybody feel really good in the end. So focus on the experiences that felt really top-notch for you. Pick out any aspects of the experience that felt really good for you, even if it was just like a little bit. Focus on those parts. So remember, threesomes are a little bit like life. They can be messy, they can be unpredictable, but if you go into them with a lot of honesty and communication and wanting to really learn something about yourself through this exploration, they might end up being the most incredible experience of your life. So there you have it, how to talk your way through a threesome without awkwardness or tears. And so if you found this really helpful, then subscribe below, hit the like button, and send it to all your friends who are thinking about having threesomes, like most of them, because most people are, aren't they? And if you have any comments or you have any shares, then drop them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. The community would love to hear from you. This is about sharing and exploring together. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in. I think threesomes are going to be the big exploration for 2025. So listen in to all of my videos. I also have a program called the Threesome Formula you can check out. I have an ebook that is just being put together and I will be selling soon with all the details about having a threesome. And again, check out apply for the Empower. Empower is going to be an intensive program. If you really want to make a big change in your life, you want to get to this point this year, you want to make all those transitions, get into Empower. You guys out there, it's for you. I love you. It's all from my heart, all from all the experience I've had and all the conversations I had and all the people that I've worked from. It's going to be amazing. So get on it as soon as you can. I'll talk to you soon. Much love making.